Okay, there we go. So I can actually get the recording afterwards. Welcome, everybody, and happy Monday evening. Who drop a one in the comments if you're familiar with that song 10 Feet Tall. I love that song so much. I wish I'd started playing it an extra minute or so before 6, and I would have so we could have listened to the whole song. But we this last year, first of all, my name is Tish Mefford, and I'm coming to you all this evening from the Dallas, Texas area. I'm honored to be here with all of you. And this last year, um, I hired a peak performance coach by the name of Brad Bizjack, who spent a year training our team. Our team once a month got incredible training. It was the training was titled A Year of Breakthroughs. And so once a month we met as a team. And then once a month, our executive leaders met as a team. And in April, we actually have a 1 day event that we are going to be doing with Brad. And most of those training sessions each month, we would kick off those sessions with that song. And so every time I hear that song, I think about our time we had with Brad, and I love Brad, and I love that time that we spent together this last year. And so anyway, I was like reminiscing when I was listening to the song. But I'm honored to be here with all of you this evening. And if a couple things, because I will get distracted and not take care of the most important thing. So first of all, we're here tonight because I'm going to be giving away one lucky lady on tonight's Zoom will be winning a free necklace. And so in the chat, I have shared the link, and I'll pop it in. We'll pop it in this chat a few more times throughout the evening. But to get entered to win that free necklace, you will need to fill out that Google Doc. Now, you can start it now if you want, but one of the questions is there's going to be a secret word. And I'm not going to tell you what the secret word is until the end. So I'm just prepping you now. You could try to do it now, but you're going to need that secret word. And y'all just need to make sure I don't forget about giving y'all the secret word at the end. I already know what it is, and y'all are going to crack up when I tell you what it is. But anyway, all right. So I'm excited to be here with all of you. And drop a 2 in the chat if this is the first time that you have dropped in or attended kind of an informational Zoom, for lack of a better word, to learn more about Park Lane and have an opportunity to win a free necklace. So if this is your first time to attend one of these, drop a 2. And I also want to tell you, if you are attending as a guest, then consider that a huge compliment that you were invited to attend. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The stylist that invited you to attend thinks highly enough of you that she feels like no matter how Park Lane, is, or what's the right words for this? She doesn't know how Park Lane will fit into your life, but she knows at minimum you are an incredible brand ambassador that will share the gorgeous jewelry and what this opportunity can offer for others to people into the universe. And if it's not for you, I think it's always great to get educated on what our mission is and the impact that we're making, because you likely might know someone either now or in the future who is looking for a flexible way to earn income, and you could recommend that she connect with your stylist. So we thank you for being here, first of all, and consider it a compliment. And we're excited for you to be here. So let me first tell you a little bit about myself. Like I mentioned, my name is Tish Mefford, and I live in the Dallas, Texas area. I am a mom to 3 young adults. My baby girl is about to be 21. I did not just say that. My middle son, she's a junior in college. Our middle son is a senior in college. And then our oldest is 25 and out in the real world working. I'm going to be celebrating 30 years of marriage this summer. Something else that I can't believe is coming out of my mouth, to my husband, Jonathan, who I met while in college. And I joined this industry and got into this business 16 years ago. And I actually got started back in October of 2008. I was a small business owner at the time. And we lived in the Houston area, and Hurricane Ike had hit the Gulf Coast. any of you remember this, or if any of you live in Texas or Louisiana or any of those areas where Hurricane Ike impacted you. And with that hurricane went the Houston economy and my small business. It tanked. And so I first turned to direct selling and jewelry as a short-term solution because I was worried about two bills in our household, specifically occupational therapy that both of my boys were getting at the time. They were clearly a lot younger then, and insurance did not cover that occupational therapy. And I would have done whatever it took in order to keep them in that therapy, which I proudly was able to do. And then we had a home improvement loan. We had added on a master bedroom to our 1950s home and taken out a home improvement loan. And I was worried about how we were going to pay those two bills to the tune of about $3,000 a month. And in my mind, I thought, I think I could sell jewelry. It seems simple. It seems fun. And if I can figure out how I can earn $3,000 a month to cover these two bills until my business picks back up, then problem solved. So I got started, and very quickly I was able to earn what I was needing and wanting to earn. And that's when my eyes just got open to the possibilities of what this industry and profession can offer for women and a few great men. So I ended up closing my small business 1 year in and have been building my quote unquote jewelry empire, for lack of a better word, for the last 15, 16 years. And about 6 years ago, it'll be 6 years in April, my sisters and I actually, and one of my sisters is here on this Zoom with me, Ali Santano. Ali had to change, we're logging into Ali's Zoom account, so I had to change. I was like, Ali Santano, so I changed my name to Tish, so it reads the correct name on the screen. But we partnered, my sisters and I partnered with Park Lane 6 years ago this April, because we decided that if we wanted to continue pursuing something we are incredibly passionate about, which we are incredibly passionate about sharing sparkle with others and also teaching women and men how to build their own jewelry businesses that they can work flexibly from home. We decided if we wanted to keep doing that for another decade or two, we wanted to partner with the best so that we could offer the best. And so it's been an amazing ride these last 6 years with Park Lane, and I'm excited for you all to learn more about Park Lane tonight. So my goal in this Zoom is to answer and educate essentially you all on four simple areas. Number one, why the direct selling or network marketing profession is such an incredible industry. Number two, why jewelry is a smart category. Number three, why Park Lane is such an amazing company. And number four, why now is such a great time. And again, some of you may be sitting here thinking, I have zero interest in selling jewelry, and that is totally fine. You may win a free necklace tonight. Okay. But I truly look at this as education for you, because while it may not be for you, you likely have a sister or a cousin or a niece or an aunt or a bestie or a coworker who is looking for a flexible way to earn significant income working from home around a very busy life, and you might be able to provide a solution for them. All right. So thank y'all for being here from that perspective. So first of all, let's talk about this profession. I ultimately love the direct selling or network marketing profession because it gives women a flexible way to earn income working from home around their very busy lives. And I've witnessed this like 100,000 times over the last 16 years as I've watched so many people, thousands of people, be able to make a big impact in their lives. And what I love about this, and I come at it from the perspective of I was a small business owner, so I have 10 years of experience running a small business. And then I have 16 years of experience working in the direct selling profession. And what I can tell you is I love that in this profession, you can be in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. You have mentors that teach you how to run and build your own business where you can start earning income quickly, like as in the first or second week you're in business. There is basically minimal, if zero overhead. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can, build it big time if you want and build a huge income, or you can work it on a small scale and bring in an extra $300, $500, $700 a month, depending on what it is you're looking to do. But I love that in this business, it allows those of us that want to have our own business, but don't want to take on a big risk. We don't want to have to take on all this overhead. We don't want to have to figure out all the things all by ourselves. When I was a small business owner, I had to wear all the hats. I had to wear the hats, the things I didn't do well, and then the few things that I felt I did do well. And with this business, you get to focus on what you love and what you do well. And then our company, works on all the website stuff and all the marketing stuff and the catalogs and the inventory and all that kind of stuff. We don't have to worry about any of that. So I love that from this perspective. I also feel it is smart business in 2024 to have a plan B or a plan C. I think it is smart to build, to have more than one income stream. Many of you may have a full-time job. When I started my small business, which is now 25 years ago, that small business that I owned for 10 years, I started my small business around a full-time corporate job because I was working to layer in additional income. And so I would say 80% of our stylist force works their Park Lane business around another job, and they can do it flexibly as much or as little as they want. Now, let's talk about why jewelry is such a smart category. Okay, so first of all, it's really simple and it's a whole lot of fun. Okay. When I tell you, you do not, education is not a requirement here. You don't have to have all of this knowledge. You don't have to learn about all of your product and all of these things. We had someone share on a training call last week who came from the health and wellness industry. And she said, I love jewelry because it requires zero education. People know how to put earrings in their ears. They know how to put necklaces on their neck. They know how to put bracelets on their arm. Maybe we kind of give them some style tips, but it's simple. So from that perspective, I think jewelry is an amazing category. We have busy lives. We have complicated lives. We need our side business that we're doing to be very simple. It's also a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. Okay. We do our business many different ways. A lot of us do our business 100% online now, just kind of like you guys see, I've got jewelry in the background here. I do most of my jewelry parties right here in this space, but some go out and do jewelry parties in person. I did a party in person just a couple of weeks ago, and it was super fun to put the jewelry out on the dining room table, visit with the guests, have a glass of wine, and help them pick out something fabulous to wear that they are getting for incredible style for a steal. Also, jewelry is consumable. And I always like to educate on this topic because oftentimes when I'm talking with someone who's thinking about adding in a side business, they tell me they want something that's consumable. And I'm like, that's smart. I'm so glad. Thankfully, jewelry is consumable. Fashion is consumable. Think about you as a consumer, and in 2024, we're only in the second month. We're only like 6 weeks into 2024. How many sitting here on this Zoom have bought something in the fashion category for this year? Something. I mean, maybe it's a bag, maybe it's a pair of shoes, maybe it's a pair of earrings, maybe it's a top from Target, maybe it's a pair of tennis shoes, maybe it's a scarf. I don't know. There's no judgment here, but I'm pretty certain most of us here have likely bought something or bought something that is fashionable, fashion category for somebody. And so, and it's probably not out of need, a little bit out of just desire. So anyway, I love that it is consumable, and we are always and will always be updating our wardrobes. The exciting thing is jewelry is the least expensive way to update your wardrobe. So from that perspective, it's really awesome. And even in times of recession or, when there is inflation and, trying times in our economy, our business and specifically the category of jewelry thrives during that time. I started my business in the fall of 2008 during the beginning of the 2008 recession. And I built a huge, huge business during that time because maybe people weren't going out and buying a whole new outfit or a brand new dress, but they were getting a pair of earrings to update their wardrobe and just feel fresh and, you know, have a little something new, little retail therapy. So really smart category from that perspective. It's also portable. You are a walking advertisement. Every time you leave your house and you go I wore these earrings today. I went to the orthodontist. And I had 2 women in the office compliment me on my earrings. I mean, you are a walking advertisement. So you're constantly having the opportunity to share what you do and sell on the go if you choose. So those are just a few reasons why I love jewelry. I could go on, but it is, coming from being a 25-year entrepreneur, I feel it's important to educate you all that when choosing a side business, you want to be smart about the category that you choose. And jewelry is a very smart category. Now, let's talk about why Park Lane. I could go on and on. I won't go on and on, but I will tell you a few fun facts. So the company's been in business for 68 years. We are family owned and operated. The second and third generation are now running and operating Park Lane Jewelry. It was started by Shirley and Art Levine back in 1955. About 20 years ago, 3 of their 8 children purchased the company from mom and dad. And so again, the company is still in the family. Park Lane does jewelry and does only jewelry really, really well. We have 6 decades of relationships with manufacturers all across the globe. And for that reason, we are able to bring to the market the beautiful jewelry that we have at the price point that we are able to sell it at. Oftentimes, we will bring a piece to the market and I'll be having a conversation with our CEO and he will say, back in the 80s, had we brought that to the market, it would have cost $250. Now we're able to bring it to the market for 68 and your customers are getting it at half off. Like it's just incredible the buying power that we now have because of the amount of jewelry that we manufacture and the decades of relationships, which is very important. We have the best compensation plan in the industry. I can say that very confidently. But I truly believe that a compensation plan does not make a company great. It's one thing that can be of huge benefit, but you can have the best compensation plan on the planet. But if you don't have a product that's simple to share with others, that customers can buy at a great value, that if you don't have the programs to back up the compensation plan may not be relevant. But in this case, you earn anywhere from 30 to 50% of everything you sell, which is incredible. We also have programs that just blow people away. For example, we have a Rich Rewards program, which is our free jewelry program. And every month, our stylists can earn over $1,100 in free product every month just by doing their job. We have a Mercedes car program where you can qualify at our first leadership level. You can qualify for our Mercedes car program where you can either take the cash bonus if you don't want to get a white Mercedes, or if you choose and you'd love to drive a white Mercedes, you can be driving a white Mercedes that essentially Park Lane is paying for. But I love that we have the flexibility to choose. Some of us have the Mercedes, some of us are driving a minivan because we're still carting kids around, or a big, huge SUV because that's just the life stage that they're in right now, or they want to take that cash bonus from their Mercedes program and redo their kitchen. So people use it in different ways, which I love the flexibility of that. Park Lane also loves to travel the world. And it was one of the things I was most excited about when I partnered with Park Lane, because I love traveling the world. I really love traveling the world when someone else is paying for it. And so, for example, this year in 2024, we are going to Paris next month. In just a few short weeks, we'll be in Paris. There are about 150 of our team members that will be there with us from our team alone. Like, it's crazy. We will be in Dublin, Ireland in September. So we're going to 2 locations in Europe this year. We take 2 travel experiences a year. They're 5-night, 6-day, amazing vacations. We are currently in an incentive period where we are working to earn a trip to St. Thomas. So we're just in the 2nd month. We have people joining right now who will absolutely earn this trip, and it will be the first trip that they get to join us on with Park Lane Jewelry. So that's another big program that we have here. In addition to that, I'm sure I'm forgetting things, but in addition to that, we have a program that we refer to as our Direct Appoint program. And that is a program that recognizes industry experience, specifically leadership experience in the industry. Some of you who are joining tonight, it's possible you've had experience in the network marketing direct selling space, and you've possibly either currently or in the past have led a team and helped others build a business within that company. I love it. Park Lane recognizes that. They feel that in this industry should be no different than what you would experience in corporate America. And if you were a manager at Pepsi Cola, and all of a sudden Coke called one day interested in talking to you about a position that they offered at a similar level, your experience would be recognized, and Park Lane feels it should be the same here. So I came in through the Direct Appoint program, and several leaders that are here this evening also came in through that same program. And the benefit of that is that with your experience being recognized, you immediately come in at that commissionable level, and you're able to start earning very quickly and at a higher rate. All right. So we've got that. So let me just say, we've got free jewelry, travel, Mercedes. Oh, our host program. All right. So let me talk to you for a hot minute about our host program, because I am a big believer that for the average person to have success in this business, you need a vehicle in which you can get out of your circle of influence and into Strangerville. Okay. Because we're going to start our business with friends, but we can't build a business only selling to our friends. We need to get beyond our friends and into a network where we can build and grow and, build the business that you're looking to build. And I love that our host program allows us to do that. So I'll just give you a perfect example. And I'm looking here at Sally Anglum. I'm looking directly at her. So let's say I booked a party with Sally Anglum, and I came to Sally's house and did a party, or we did it virtually. She lives in another state, so we would be doing it virtually. She would invite her friends to that Park Lane party. I would party with her friends. They would all love the jewelry. Many of them would love way more than what they could buy that night, because it's a very common problem that happens most parties. And I would offer to partner with them and do a private sell online, just like I did for Sally, so that they could get some of the items on their wish list for free and half off. I would book typically 1 to 2, sometimes 3 parties from Sally's party. And when I go to do those parties, I am meeting brand new people. These are people that were not in my network, that were not in my world, before Sally's party. And you can very quickly continue to expand your network and have the opportunity to share the jewelry and sell and earn commission. Our host plan allows us to do that, because our host plan incentivizes our hostesses heavily. When Sally has 10 friends shop her party, Sally gets a $400 shopping spree on Park Lane. And you bet Sally's telling her friends, Rochelle and Amber, y'all should also do a party with Tish, because they're a lot of fun, and you too can get hundreds in free product. So our host program is incredibly valuable. And I will tell you, especially in today's world, we have so many people joining us from other companies where they don't have that vehicle. They don't have that program. And this allows you to continue to grow and expand and fill your funnel with new customers. Okay. So that is our host program. I think I've gone through all of that. Hopefully, if I've missed a program, someone will tell me here, and I'm sure I can come back and revisit. Last thing I will mention is why now? Why would you want to join now or recommend someone to join now? Well, first of all, we have a sign up special that's ending the end of the month. So next Wednesday ends next Wednesday. And when you enroll for $99, you get $700 in jewelry, and you get to pick out the jewelry. Or if you enroll for $229, you get a $1,200 kit. Or if you go with the Big Daddy and the $439, you get a $2,200 kit. Okay. So right now, it is an incredibly smart time to get started and give this business a try if you are interested. I will tell you, you have nothing to lose by trying. There is zero risk, literally zero. You have a whole lot to gain. Okay. And I always tell people, I give them like my sisterly advice. If you were asking me, what do you think I should do? I would say, this is the thing. If you're remotely intrigued, then I think you owe it to yourself to try, because you're going to have your stylist walking with you every step of the way. At minimum, you're going to earn back your investment at minimum. At maximum, the maximum benefit is that you're going to jump into something that could potentially change your life. And we talk about changing lives here a lot because and I think those are stylists that are here. And I would love for our stylists actually to drop in the comments, drop something that is something about this business that has made an impact in your life. For many, it's financial. For some, it's traveling the world. For some, it is proving to themselves that they could do things that they didn't think were possible. For some, it's the community and the friendships that they've developed. For some, it's being surrounded by like-minded people. I mean, for some, it's they just get all the jewelry and they love that they get it all at the stylist perk and don't have to pay retail for it. I mean, it varies, but most sitting here would say that that one simple decision has made a huge impact in their life. And I'm always of the belief that you are remotely intrigued. You owe it to yourself to try it. Your stylist or your friend who invited you here today is going to be helping you every step of the way. You can give it a try. You can do a couple of parties. If you love it, we're going to help you do more and learn how to be a professional in the business. If you're like, it's not for me, but I'm proud that I tried, you're going to have a great amount of free jewelry that you got through the process. You're going to earn back your commissions, and you can give yourself a pat on the back because you've tried something that you were afraid of. Often, I think, and in a moment, I will answer a few questions, but often I feel like the biggest concern or objection that most people have is just the fear of being able to be successful. I think it's very common. And I think we all have a little bit of that inside of ourselves, especially when we've tried something and not had the success that we were looking to have. And we think, oh, it's me. I'm just not cut out for that. I could give y'all a million examples of things that I have, in my life and in my personal life that I feel that fear will step in. But I just want you to hear me so loudly when I tell you that it is very different here at Park Lane. It is very different. And I truly believe that and it's why we partnered with Park Lane 6 years ago. I truly believe that when you have the right programs that can set people up for success, and you can help the average person be able to earn significant income, whatever that means to them, anything is possible. And we've had many come to Park Lane who have had experience at other companies, and they are earning in a week here what they would earn in a month at their first company or their previous company. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, I'll stop talking at this point. I've probably left a couple things off, but I'm happy to answer any questions that any of you have. So if you want, we have a little reactions button at the bottom here. If you would like to answer, or excuse me, ask a question, you can raise your hand. See how I just did that? I raised my hand. If you want to raise your hand, I'm happy to answer your questions. And maybe while we're waiting, if I miss something that Allie or Melissa or Sally or Jessica or Amber or Lisa, anybody wants to touch on, if I miss anything, y'all are welcome to. Season, I see you. Hello, Season. Yes, Sally Anglam is saying you need to fill out the necklace or fill out the form to be entered to win the necklace. I'll tell y'all what the code word is at the end, right before we end this. Leslie, great point. So if any of you have experience in this industry, if you have worked with another company and maybe you built a team there and maybe you promoted to a level and then you possibly demoted, like drop a one in your comments if you had previous experience where you demoted at your previous company. That happened to me, and I built to the top of the comp plan at my previous company, and I was like the top there. And I'm not saying it to impress you. I'm saying to impress upon you. Like it can happen to the best of the best in the business. Honestly, when you get demoted, there is nothing empowering about that. It actually makes you feel really awful about yourself. Like, what are you doing wrong? Well, here at Park Lane, we do not get demoted. We don't get demoted. You are whatever level you are forever unless you promote up. We do not get demoted, and we are paid at our career rank on a weekly basis. So, which is very significant, very significant. So it is very deflating. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You earn and you keep your title. Yes, you do. Anything else that I missed?
Tish, maybe you can just share like next steps. If they're like, I'm in, like Flynn, this is what I'm going to do.
Okay. Thank you, Allie. I guess that would be good, right? Okay. So if you are in like Flynn, like Allie suggested, then what you want to do is connect with your stylist that invited you here, your friend or stylist that invited you here, and let her know I am in like Flynn. I want to get started. She will send you the link to her personal site where you can join. If you do have experience in this industry, we just want to make sure that we get you connected with the right person. You can still join. We'll just get you connected with the right person and make sure that if you have experience, if that experience can be recognized here. And then she will immediately be getting with you about scheduling a launch party to get your business started. If you are like, I don't think it's for me, but I know someone, I think this would be who would be amazing at this, connect with the friend that invited you here and let her know, like, I'm thinking about this. I think you should connect with my cousin. I think my cousin would love this. And you could be a connector. We love connectors, guys. Like, I'm telling you, we have many of us have built the businesses we have here because amazing women like you have connected us with someone who was looking for a solution. I will also say, if you're like on the fence and you're like, I'm not sure, I don't know, I'm doubting myself and this and that and the time and all the things, then you should do a decider party. Okay. Like, this is what we always recommend. Like, get with your stylist or friend that invited you here and y'all do a decider party. And what that means is you're basically going to host a party. All right. You're going to invite your friends. Y'all going to do the things as if you were the host. And it will give you an opportunity to kind of walk through that experience, see what your friends say, see what they think of the party, see what you think of the party. And then if you decide you want to join, then she can actually flip that party and that can become your party. You can earn commissions on that party. But if you're not certain right now, then just book a decider party and then you can decide after the party. Okay, great question. Shannon wants to know if I can talk more about commission structure. Yes, Shannon. So we earn here anywhere from 30 to 50%, and it's based on your career rank. So it's not based on how much you sell. Like at my first company, there was a commission structure that was like, I think 20 to 30%, 35%, something like that. And it was based on how much you sold. It's like the top sellers would earn a higher percentage, but those that did lower amounts or average earned the lower percentages. Here at Park Lane, it's based on your career rank. So at the level that I am at, I earn 45 to 50% of everything that I sell. If you are entry level as a fashion director and you've never had experience in the industry before, you come in earning 30%, which is still better than the majority of the companies out there. Still a great starting commission. When you hit 5,000 in lifetime sales, you immediately bump up to 32%. You bring one friend along, which will encourage you to do because you get a permanent lifetime raise. It then bumps to 35%. Then you're earning 35% of everything you sell. So it varies based on your career rank, but can go as high as 50%. As far as if you team build here, you are earning overrides or commissions based on your team's retail sales. So for those of you that have experience, you know what that means. Like that's significant. Most companies, you are being paid based on wholesale sales. Here at Park Lane, it's retail sales. And you also earn infinitely deep. Infinitely deep. So that's why we have people that come here and in their first or second month say, I earned in a week what I earned in a month at my last company. Like it is a huge difference. Huge, huge difference. And Park Lane just has the philosophy that they're just willing to pay the best, pay the most to attract the best talent here. So, and their commission structure has not changed in like 35, 40 years now, like a really long time. So anyway, which is great. All right. Any other questions? Amanda's like, she wants to do a decider party. Smart, Amanda. I'm glad you said that. I think that's super smart. You've got nothing. I mean, again, I will tell y'all, I'm giving you guys sisterly advice. Okay. Like you have nothing to lose by trying. You have so much to gain, and don't let the fear or concern of the time factor. You're not a jewelry person. Who cares? Many of us weren't jewelry people when we first started here. Jewelry's the vehicle. Many of us weren't jewelry people. Not knowing enough people, don't worry about that, because again, you have our host program, and our hosts continually. I'm using Sally again as an example. I met Sally Anglem, who's sitting here on the Zoom here, at another host at her college friend's party. I was friends with her college friend. We did a party. And I met Sally at the college friends party. You see how that works? And here we are working together 5 years later. So that is how you build the business here. Super, super simple. Okay. All right. The code word is, y'all are going to think it's really random, but the code word is Luna. Luna. I'm choosing the code word Luna because today we launched a deal of the day. It is the Luna necklace. You can grab it for $7 with the purchase. It's super cute. So Luna is the code word for today, and everybody that drops Luna in that Google sheet that has been shared a few times now will get entered to win the free necklace. And we will pull the free necklace winner tomorrow. We will get it announced. The winner, it will be shipped directly to you. And again, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for joining us on this Monday evening. And we thank you for being an incredible ambassador for continuing to help us spread our mission, which is to be able to help women and some great men thrive in their lives using Park Lane Jewelry as the vehicle. So thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys. Have a great evening. Thank y'all for joining. Don't hesitate to reach out if we can answer any questions. Bye, everybody.